As a performance marketer, my biggest headache is competitor research. Every time I want to understand why my competitor's ad is converting better than mine, I need to visit their landing page, understand their copy, reverse engineer their call to action structure, figure out their hook, their offer and headline hierarchy. And I'm doing this across 4 or 5 of them and sometimes 10 competitors. And that's not research, it's data entry in simple words. And it's costing you hours every single week. What if I told you that you can take any of your competitors' landing page and extract everything, their full copy, call to action placements, the content structure, and their entire branding, and get it back as clean and structured data that your AI can work with in seconds, not hours. In seconds, I will show you how this will be done. And the best part, you don't need to write a single line of code to do this. I'm Achyut, Achuth. Achyut G. Ramesh. 8 years in performance marketing, zero coding background. And in this video, I'm going to show you how I connected a tool called Firecrawl to Claude Code using something called as MCP server, and how that combination has changed the way I do the competitor research. Here is what we are going to cover today. We'll show you how to set up Firecrawl's MCP server inside Claude Code, and it takes about 5 minutes. Then we will use it to scrape our competitor's landing page and extract everything that a performance marketer or a digital marketer would need. Their copy angles, their offer, the call to action placements, and the branding as well. And then I will also show you 2 more use cases that anybody can use: scraping job listings and mapping out the entire architecture of a website. Now listen, I know that some of you who are watching this video are not performance marketer. You might be a freelancer, you might be a content creator, you might be someone who is trying to figure out how to use AI in the real life. Then my friend, this workflow works for you as well. The principle is same. Stop doing things manually when AI can do it in seconds. One more thing before we get into it, I have put all the resources from this video completely free in the comment section, so please check that out as well. As the Firecrawl setup guide and entire architecture and the prompts that I used to build this out. So make sure that you watch till the end and understand how to use those resources, because I will tell you exactly what's in there and how to use it. Don't close this video early and miss this out. All right, let's build this. This is firecrawl.dev. This is where you will do everything. But before I get started, I just want to show you that I have attached my referral link to Firecrawl in my YouTube description. You could just check there, and so that you will get 10% discount for the paid one, and you'll also get 1000 credits, which is good enough for you to play around Firecrawl for a month. Click on the dashboard, search the web. I'll try to scrape one of our competitors' website. This is the website of a competitor. Okay, I'll use this URL. Before I click on start scraping, I want to show you that how it looks on the Firecrawl's website itself, and then we'll get into Claude Code using MCP. Okay, I have to select the format. We can do markdown, we can do links, we can collect the links, summary of whatever the website does, as all that stuff, then screenshot of the full page, then branding, images as well. Okay, so I'll just select all of this, click on start scraping. Okay, we have completed our scraping part. So here I can show you that this is a summary of our competitor. We have all the links that they have. We have the screenshot, branding guideline, the logo, the color scheme, all of that. Then the images that they have used, and JSON, if you are interested on this one as well. So out of 1000 free credits, I used 93% so far. That's it. So whatever we just did, we just need to move this to Claude Code. Okay, so to do that, I'll click on the docs, and in the MCP server, define Claude Code, running on Claude Code, and we just need to copy this simple URL to VS Code. Now we come to the Visual Studio Code. If you don't know how to work around the Visual Studio Code, I have created another video in which I explain how to download it and I'll set this up. So you can watch that. I'll just link it over here. Okay, now you have to click on open folder. I'll create a new folder, competitor research, create. So it will work in this folder. This is how it looks. Now we click on Claude. Here we go. Now I will instruct Claude Code. Claude, I want to connect to Firecrawl's MCP server, which you can do it using this command. Just copy the URL which I received from there, right? And then since we'll be running it locally, I'll just remove this part. Now I'll say that, but I'm not going to give you any API key. I will install it in .env file. So could you just create me .env file so that I can add my API key? Then you can go ahead and initialize and connect to Firecrawl. From here, we will go back to the overview. We'll try to get the API key. Okay, we have our API key over here. I'll just copy it, paste it over here. So after adding the API key to .env file, I saved it by clicking on save. Okay. Now I'll give the command to Claude that, hey, I have added the API key to .env file. Now can you go ahead and connect to the Firecrawl MCP server. Now, if you ask me why I have added the API key to the .ini file, is because that's where it's secured. I don't want to add my API key to this chat because we don't know where it will get exposed to, right? So for the safety purpose, I'm adding it to .ini file. So it says that the Firecrawl MCP server is now connected. Okay, great. Now I will click on Command Shift P and get the developer reload window, which will allow Claude to use it now. Now let's test it out if the Claude can really work or not. Okay, we'll do the exact same thing for the competitor that we had previously. Hey Claude, can you scrape this website, which is one of our competitors' website? Could you scrape this out and get us the file or get us everything in a markdown format? This, let's see. Okay, it says that quick summary of what's there. I save the scrape file to this to homepage. So here we go. Here's a markdown file. So yeah, it's working. It's great. It has everything about that particular website of our company. Now we have to create a MCP server guide where we let Claude know that what are the tools are available and when to use what. Okay. And so this is the command that I have for Claude. Create a Firecrawl cheat sheet as a markdown file in this project. I want you to use it whenever I ask you to gather data from specific websites. The cheat sheet should explain the different tools available through the Firecrawl MCP server and how to use each one. Here we go. Now it has created the Firecrawl cheat sheet.md file. I'll click here. So it has everything that's needed. It has quick decision guide of how to do it. Yeah, long format. Firecrawl search, open search, web, like exactly of how to use it. Great. Practical playbook for computer research in this project. Okay, now what we need to do next is to have a Claude.md file, which will be acting as a system prompt for this agent or workflow. So I will command Claude that, hey Claude, please help me set up a Claude.md file for this project. This project is specially focused on scraping and collecting data from websites that can include extracting information, taking screenshots, crawling pages, mapping sites, and any other website related data gather. So I just go ahead. Let's see. So just to be sure, it just created the Claude.md file, but just to be sure, I will be adding a couple of more pointers to this so that we have a better system prompt for us. Hey Claude, you have access to the Firecrawl MCP server when you use for website scraping and research tasks. You have also access to the Firecrawl cheat sheet.md, which explains how the Firecrawl MCP server works and when to use each tool. Please create a powerful but concise Claude.md file that clearly explains the purpose of this project, how Firecrawl should be used, and how the cheat sheet should guide future website data gathering work. Can you ensure that all of these pointers have been taken into account while creating this Claude.md file? So now the Claude.md file got updated with my new informations or the instruction that I provided. Now here's the Claude.md file. So it has the purpose, how to use the Firecrawl, how to use the cheat sheet. Okay, the reason I have separated the Claude.md file from the Firecrawl cheat sheet is that I don't want this cheat sheet to be there in the Claude forever. I have added the Firecrawl cheat sheet to Claude.md file so that whenever Claude feels that it does not have enough data, so it can refer to the Claude Firecrawl cheat sheet.md. Don't want to have this entire cheat sheet in the Claude.md file. So it, yeah, pretty much has a concise information about what we want to achieve. Now there's something that we could try. I'll just clear all of this. Now I will go to a job, digital marketing, experience is fresher, the location India. Okay, search. Now we have close to 10 pages over here or more than that. And yeah, many jobs available, apply to 29,000 jobs. So we need to shortlist, right? Whichever is perfect for us. So I want all these job titles to be on a Google sheet so that it becomes easier for me to filter out the best ones. I can't go through all of them from here. So I'll go through the Google sheet and that would be much more easier for me. So I'll add the URL here. Hey Claude, I just found this website which has listed close to 29,000 job opportunities which I can make use of. So it's impossible for me to go through all of it. So I want you to make use of Firecrawl MCP server and list all of it for myself so that I can use it. Maybe I'll add it to a Google Sheet and then I can filter it out for myself. This time, instead of using edit automatically, I'll use the plan mode because it needs to decide how we need to go about it, which endpoint API it should use. This is what it got me. It says that the search report has 29,000 total jobs, which is like 20 pages. That's roughly 1,500 pages to scrape. This too much, which will take a large number of Firecrawl credits as well as hours to crawl it. So it just asks me how many do I actually need. I'll just keep it 50. let's just say 50, so that we use less credit as well as it gets the job done very quickly. I'll just submit. Let's say sort filter results that are posted. So I'll ask it to sort it by most recent ones, and the output format I want is CSV file so that I can update it to Google Sheet. Okay, it's asking me another question: 50 for scope, 50 pages or 50 jobs. I'll say 50 jobs. So this is the real use case of being in plan mode, because it will also have a lot of questions for us. So if I would have directly gotten into the edit automatically, or would have been into directly execution phase, it won't think. It will directly might end up taking hours to crawl it, and it will even face issues, right? So while that's the benefit of being in plan mode, it will ask questions. It will understand what exactly our viewpoint is because of each of the objections that it might come across. Okay, got us the plan. I'll just select yes. So while it's working for scraping digital marketing jobs for us, we will create another chat where we will have, hey, can you map out this website for me as well as get the branding guidelines of this website? Add the website of Flying V Group. So this is a company that I work for. So now we have two different agents working for us to do the job. Instead of, I'll just bypass permission. I'll click on this. I don't want to keep clicking on bypass permissions every single time. So if you don't know how to do the bypass permission, you need to go to settings. Settings, type in Claude. Settings, Claude. You need to tick this allow dangerously skip permissions. Okay, then you'll have bypass permission thing. Okay, now we have, it has scraped jobs for us in on digital marketing. So I click on the CSV file that it has scraped. It has everything over here. We have the CSV file over here, which it has created. Now I will upload it to Google Sheet. And let's see. Now, as you can see, we have the jobs listed here: title, company, location, experience, salary, skills, posted, link. And if I have to apply to any of these jobs, you just need to click here and go in there. So it makes your life so easier, right? Instead of, imagine if you would have used N8N for this, how difficult it would have been. Or if you would have to, much worse than that is if you would have gone through each of the jobs manually, how tiring it would be. Now with this, in minutes. Now let's check our second agent, which was working on the sitemap and the brand guidelines of Flying V Group. Let's see. So here we are. We have all the details over here. It has the Flying V Group's title, description, and everything is mapped out. How it has all of it, long tail, SEO keywords, other clients, all of that. The branding guidelines over here as well, the color palette, logo imagery, it has everything. Now all I have to do is, let's say I would need to download all this and upload it to, let's say, Claude or Codex or ChatGPT, and along with my competitors scrape data as well, so that to get insights out of it. What are the things that I'm missing out on? How can I improve based on my competitors' sitemap, branding guidelines, and all of that stuff? And so that's it. That's how easy it is. Now let me show you, with after doing all of this, how much credit we have burned for, or how much credit we have used for Firecrawl. So usage, see, 99 credits. So after doing 3 agentic work, we have just used 99 credits out of our free 1000 credits. And we can use it for do another, let's say, 10, 15 jobs. So that's the difference. You could accomplish a lot by having the free plan and hobby plan. But if you need a more of agency level jobs that you need to do, when you need to do concurrent and multiple requests, you need to use a higher version of it. Make sure that if you have not signed up for Firecrawl, use it through the referral link, which I have down in the YouTube description. So click through that. And I'm also attaching all the necessary resources that you need to build this with, along with all the instruction in down in the comment section, which is a Notion template and Notion instruction. So go through that Notion page, which will have all the resources for you. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, then please subscribe to this channel. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much. Guys, if you're a complete beginner and you have never built an AI agentic workflow, then I would suggest that you check this video in which I have explained how to build an AI agentic workflow, in which I have used no codes. Even I don't know coding. A simple AI agent which you can build using VS Code and Claude Code. I have explained every single process step by step in this one. So check that out. I have also attached the resources for that as well. So watch that video.